Celebrating birthdays today are Jared Curran, Jennifer Salisi, Kristen Keogh, Brooke DeGrande, William Lord, and Anusha Gupta. Celebrating birthdays over the weekend were Emma Lord, Aiden McDonald, Julia McDonald, and Devin Dyer. Little school announcements. Congratulations to Marissa Fody and Zachary Mullen Bernstein for selling the winning raffle tickets. Please come to the office and pick up your gift certificate. Today, we will be enjoying the Synergy Brass Quintet at 9:30 a.m. in the gymnasium, generously sponsored by our PTO. Classes will be called by the office staff. This afternoon will be our Enrichment Express program. All students will be dismissed from classrooms. Please wait to be called before going to your destination. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the Star-Spangled Banner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please come to the office and pick up your birthday pencil from Mr. Lewis. Thank you and have a marvelous Monday.
If you were grumpy when you came into school, just smiling at least and stop it.
So, see, did you add some scores there, like a Celtics score?
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Vance, yeah. Sorry, I lost my head for a minute. I'd just like to introduce the Middle School Council. Members are here in the front row. And joining me as co-chair is Chris Molly, a grade 1 teacher here. Another teacher representative is Phil Lynch, a 3rd grade teacher at middle school. Lisa Bernard, a parent representative. Jerry Farley, parent representative. Deb Putney, who's not here this evening, but is a parent representative. Brian Sullivan, parent representative. Donna Prentice, who is a community rep, along with Judy Hajar, which was the new manager of the McDonald's here in North Reading. So thank them for all their advisory capacity in which they serve. I don't know what we'll do with this next group. Our PTO, who certainly adds to the life here at Little School, and their fundraising efforts, as well as their ability to establish activities and provide activities that give a sense of family and community to the Little School is outstanding. I very quickly feel that they deserve to be recognized in terms of the officers. Some are here and some are not, but I want to do that piece, and then I will have representatives of the cultural enrichment piece of the PTO come up and give a little synopsis of what they do and how successful they are in obtaining grants and funds for the school. I think it's important for the PTO to realize the magnitude of the support that they provided to the school, and that's why I asked them to be part of this tonight. Co-Presidents Sue Ladowski and Deb Putney, Co-Vice Presidents Paula Gray and Marina Tramontosi, Treasurer Kelly Lignos, Co-Secretaries Lisa Buckby, Diane Phillips, Fundraising Jen Barrett, Laura Choma, Christine Pecora, Leslie Schultz, Amy Sovak, Enrichment Wendy DeMonico, Kara Heinz, Michelle Syed, Miriam Veneziano, Hospitality Marie Barrows, Tracy Helms, Lisa Murphy, Laura Warren, Publicity Mary Beth Hines, Sue Pollack, Elena Raleigh, Michelle Taylor, Newsletter Jean Sullivan, Courtyard Cheryl Delaney and Cindy Long, and the Box Tops coordinators Mary Davis, Dawn Sheridan, Annette D'Ambrosio, who have been very successful in getting people to clip those box tops and raise thousands for our school. So without any, let's give them a round. PTO representatives here tonight, just not a part of the executive board, but who come faithfully to the monthly meetings. So next, I would like to introduce Michelle Syed and Miriam Veneziano, and they're going to talk about the PTO cultural enrichment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all my friends and colleagues from the little school, and all the teachers. Mr. Assis, thank you for inviting us to say a few words to the school committee tonight. I'd like to welcome you all. I'm very honoured to be asked to speak tonight. My name is Michelle Syed, and like Mr. Assis said, I'm one of the enrichment coordinators at the little school. And this is Mary Ann Veneziano. She's also one of the coordinators. And I'd just like to take a few moments of your time just to explain a little bit about what Enrichment do. So, we are a subsidiary of the PTO, and the PTO is the parent-teacher organisation. The PTO is a group of elected volunteers, and this year we happen to have about 30 volunteers. There are multiple denominations: co-presidents, co-vice presidents, co-secretaries, fundraising, enrichment, hospitality, publicity, newsletter, Courtyard and Box Tops coordinators. The enrichment department consists of 4 volunteers: myself, Mary Ann, Cara Hines and Wendy DeMonico. I just thought I'd go through the who, what, where, how, when and why, so that you'd have a brief idea as to what we do. What does enrichment do? Enrichment gathers information from various sources regarding educationally enriching programs and events for the benefit of little school students. We write grants for funding of enrichment programs. We work with the principal and the teachers regarding input and scheduling of programs. We implement enrichment programs including hiring speakers, artists, processing payments and scheduling logistics, and following up on all the details. And we submit a tentative schedule of events and budget to the PTO board each year. How does enrichment work? Well, we meet and plan with the enrichment coordinators from within the PTO. And every other month, we travel to Beverly to attend the North Shore Arts Council meetings throughout the school year. And that's a council which consists of enrichment coordinators like ourselves from the various elementary, middle and high schools in the North Shore area. And together we kind of exchange ideas and brainstorm and review acts and critique acts, good and bad. And often actually some artists will come and give us ideas and discounts and stuff like that. So it's a great venue for us to go every other month. We meet with Mr. Assis after we've done that with a tentative schedule of events. We exchange ideas, we finalise our enrichment events and get approval from the PTO board. We also collaborate with the Hood and the Batch schools for both block booking events and also to preview each other's one another's shows and to share ideas. A major part of what enrichment do is grant applications. We decide on programs for grant applications through the North Reading Cultural Council, which is a branch of the Massachusetts Cultural Council. The deadline most years is October 15th. In 2008, we applied for a total of 6 grants, and we got 100% funding for 2 of those grants, for which we're very grateful. The total amount of dollars we were able to get from the Mass Cultural Council was $1,110, and that was able to fully pay for 2 enrichment programs we provide at the little school. One we had, like last week, it was called Synergy Brass Quintet. It was an assembly program for grades K through 5, and it took place at the gym. And it was a group of 5 musicians, all of which were, I believe, graduates of the Berklee College of Music, and they were brass. They all played brass instruments, and they were superb. And the children were very curious as to what each of the instruments were. They were able to hands-on pretty much see what went on. And the other program we got funding for was Treble Chorus New England. They are a company based out of the Merrimack College, and they perform at the Rogers Centre for the Arts there. And we were able to get funding for the 4th and 5th grade. All the pupils will be able to go free to see their production of Hansel and Gretel, which will take place on March 7th. And in addition, the PTO will fund the transportation back and forth. So it's a great, unique opportunity for every 4th and 5th grade student at the little school to see this children performing for children. We book programs, and we pay deposits. We coordinate getting the checks from our PTO treasurer, Kelly Lignos. On the day of the program, it's a very busy day for us. We have to coordinate with Mr. Tremblay, our custodian, whom we couldn't work without. He helps us set up the area of the performance, and we'll often have to meet and greet the performance because, you know, if there's a 9 o'clock show, a lot of the time they'll need to set up around 7, and we're still getting our kids out to school and stuff. So he will be here to meet and greet and make sure that they're all set for what they need. We're also like a liaison between the artists, the principal, the students, the teachers and the parents. And on the day of the program, a flyer is sent home with the backpacks with the day of each enrichment event to keep parents informed as to where their fundraising contributions go, and we'll be able to show you an example of that. We also provide the teachers with evaluation forms on the day of the show after every enrichment event, and we request their feedback, and we also have an example of that to show you. We think collaboration with the teachers is of paramount importance to the enrichment committee, as it serves as a major guideline for booking similar shows for the following school year. Where do these enrichment events take place? We offer 3 types of enrichment opportunities here at the little school. One is a classroom-based program, which usually takes place either in the classroom or the science room. That's more like a small hands-on program for 1 grade level, and it closely follows the curriculum that that particular grade level is doing. For instance, we had the Magnet program this month, which was from the Discovery Museum in Acton, and it was for 1st grade. And there the children were able to tangibly see what went on with magnets and all the properties of magnets, and that was something they are studying presently in their science curriculum in 1st grade. An example of an assembly type program we had was Synergy Brass Quintet, which I just spoke about, and then a field trip off-site is the other type of program we offer, which is where they're going to see the Hansel and Gretel show at Merrimack College. When do these enrichment events take place? September through June. We aim to provide each grade level with 2 enrichment programs specific to their curriculum, and Marianne will be able to tell you what our shows are like for this year. In general, we try to schedule a total of 2 enrichment events per month, and we take into account the specialist schedules such as music, gym, art, computer, as well as MCAS scheduling and parent-teacher conferences, and we aim for minimum interference with classroom routine. And how does enrichment get funds for these events? And that is 100% through fundraising, and that's the fundraising department within our PTO play a huge role in what goes on with enrichment. Various fundraising things that are going on this year is at the beginning of every year we ask for a $10 family donation, and that's the first money we get into our account basically. We sell raffle calendars before the holidays and have raffles every school day in January, And then the other thing we do